A little motivation for you. A little motivation for you.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl Tiphani, and welcome back to Tips Tuesdays live rehash. It's another Tuesday, and we got another inspirational episode tonight. And tonight we have special guest Miss Sharice Johnson Moore. Everybody, welcome Miss Sharice Johnson Moore to the show.
Hello,
All
everyone. How's everyone doing today?
right. Doing good. How are you?
I'm blessed by the best, baby. Blessed by the best.
There we go. There we go. I love this show. I run into different people, other podcasters, other people of that are doing the same thing as I am, and I'm trying to think within one of the podcast groups is when we linked up, right?
Yeah, and the I think it's the African American Podcast Network or something like that.
Something like
Yeah, yeah,
that.
yeah.
There's
Black
so
Black
many different
uh,
groups.
Black Podcast Network, something like that. Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes,
Uh,
yes.
yeah.
So on there you meet people, and it's nice when you get to finally link up with them, and you know link up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It is good.
So all right, so if you are just tuning in, maybe this is your first time seeing the show. This is a spinoff of my podcast, y'all. This is an inspirational live podcast. We give inspiration, motivation, and encouragement, and we give different perspective on inspirational topics that I talk about on the podcast. And this, I just bring the special guests in to piggyback off of the things that I say. Like I said, give different perspective because my perspective may be different from everybody else's perspective. And we can all help to inspire each other and to keep everybody motivated to keep going. So that's what this podcast is all about. So right now, if you are tuned in, share the podcast. We do not want to hoard any of this inspiration, motivation, or encouragement from other people. We want to share it with the world. So y'all know how I do. We start off with the oh, my husband is in the comments. He said, "Okay, Auntie, blessed by the best." All right. So y'all, we know we get our announcements out the way, which my announcements are as follows. Y'all don't forget that I have my calendar, bookmarks, journals. We have that on sale. $15 for the journal, 15 for the calendar, and $2 for a bookmark. Or you can there's four different bookmarks that you can choose from, or you can get all four of them. Get all three of these in the merchandise for $25. You save like $7 getting like that. So inbox me if you see something that you like. um Also, I have follow me on Spotify. Hit that QR code. You might not be able to hit it right now, but when you go back in the video. Hit that QR code. Go and follow on Spotify. I'm also on all streaming platforms for podcasts. So go follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Also, I have inspirational music out there for anybody that wants to listen to some inspirational music or anything else that you want to listen to. I got some R&B and hip hop on there too. So, all right, all right. So yes, y'all go and stream that. That's inspiration loading. That's one of my latest projects that I put out. So go and check it out. Let me know what you think, and hopefully it inspires you. Um, we on announcement time. You got anything going on, Miss Sharice?
Okay. Well, I have something going on. It is called the relaunch party. I'm relaunching Sharice Johnson Moore LLC. The date is January the 6th, 2024, from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. that day. It's on a Saturday, and it will be broadcast on Zoom. Okay. So you don't want to miss it because we got some prizes, we got some countdowns, we got some stuff going on, and it's gonna be a stone gas, honey. Okay, stone gas, right? And the thing is that uh, just hey, I keep y'all posted. You could catch me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok. Uh, I'm almost everywhere. So come on and enjoy. My email list at ShariceNJohnsonMoore.com. That's where you can go and join the email list on my website. It's been revamped. The website been revamped, done completely over. So go and check it out, ShariceNJohnsonMoore.com. And sign up today so you can be a part of the relaunch party coming in January the 6th, 2024, from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Zoom. Okay.
All right, all right. Y'all go check her out. As a matter of fact, you make sure you share something to my page so I can share it for other people to know what's going on.
I know that's
All
right.
right. So can you share a little bit more of what you do so they know what they're looking for?
Okay. My name is Sharice Johnson Moore, and I am the owner of Sharice Johnson Moore LLC, where we help entrepreneurs gain exposure through advertising, broadcasting, publishing and marketing. And I'm also the executive producer of Sharice Johnson Moore's podcast, can be found on Apple, Spotify, and Google, and 8 other platforms as well. And I am the executive producer of 4 virtual broadcasting shows: Morning Word and Worship, Let's Talk Sunday, Entrepreneur Corners, and Authors Excerpt Sunday. So you don't want to miss the shows. They all come on on Sundays. Morning Word of Worship comes on at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Um, Let's Talk Sunday comes on at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. Entrepreneur Corners comes on at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Authors Excerpt Sunday comes on at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that is what I do. So come on and be on the show. I am looking for guests for the new season. We start in January, and I am I have interview spots open. If you have a ministry, you can come and be a guest on Morning Word and Worship. Let's Talk Sunday is a piece where we talk about all kind of topics and nothing is off limits. So a psychiatrist, esthetician, come and give us some tips about how we're supposed to take care of our skin, and it's more of a self-care, kind of self-care, mental, with mind, body, and soul kind of conversation on Let's Talk Sunday. Entrepreneur Corners is all about your entrepreneurship. Okay. So come and tell people about your business. Come and tell them what products and services that you sell or you have, and come and you always want to have exposure with your business, no matter if it's a podcast episode or live broadcast or pre-recorded or things like that. But tell people about your business. Okay. Then we got this author's excerpt Sunday. Woo! That's off the chain. I love my, by me being an author, I'm an author as well. I created that show because at the time when I wrote the book, um, wrote my first book, I couldn't find any shows to be on,
Mm,
interview me, things like that. So I created the show myself. If
mm,
you can't find it, you might well go ahead and create it for yourself. So and I also have interview spots for that show as well for our new season authors excerpt Sunday. So come on down, come on, talk to me, tell the people what you wrote, and things of that nature, and tell us about your life and your, what you're doing and what you got coming up, for your next book or venture or whatever, even your engagements. Okay. So that is me, and that's what I bring to the table.
all right, all right. There we go. Like you had to catch your breath there for a minute. You had a lot. You were saying back to back to back to back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Ooh, that's a
That's
mouthful,
why I'm
right?
trying to be next year, just doing stuff. You
Yes.
know, just
Yes.
doing stuff. So
Yes.
got some things in the works. Got some things in the works. So y'all, that was the announcements. We are going to move forward in the show. Remember, hit that share button if you are on live with us now. Share, 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 and all that good stuff. We're gonna get into our quote of the night. Let me make sure I ain't jumping ahead of myself. Okay, so yes, let's get into the quote of the night, which is something simple. I always pick something that resonates with me, that everybody can resonate with. And tonight, it's just inspirational, really. You only fail when you stop trying. You only fail when you stop trying. A lot of people feel like they are a failure because they are not where they think they should be, where they want to be, but you have not failed until you stop trying. So if you see things aren't going the way that you want it to go, the way that you need it to go, like I always say, revamp, reevaluate the situation, reassess, do it over again, and just keep trying, keep trying. What is it? Aaliyah says, if first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. Dust yourself off, try again.
Yeah.
Keep trying, keep trying, keep trying. That's the only time that you fail is when you stop trying. So be encouraged, be inspired, be motivated, keep going, keep pressing, keep pushing. I know people probably get tired of me saying the same thing over and over, but I'm gonna keep on saying it until it get in your spirit.
Do
And
that.
a lot of
Yeah.
times when I keep saying it to you, I'm convincing myself too.
Right. At the same time, right?
Yes. What do you feel about that quote right there?
Well, that quote is something that is so true for myself, because I would try things, and then I would try things and not complete them. But I really found myself, the older I got, I said, I ain't got that much time on this earth left. So let me go ahead and give it my all in all. As long as I'm trying for myself, everybody else's opinion don't count. I'm
Right.
doing it for me, and I have one grandbaby, and I'm doing it for her, and it is thing of you can't give up on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, started many things on my own, and I never finished them because I just like I don't feel like doing this no more. No, it's too hard, or I would complain or find something wrong, and that's like, look, I'm 52. Ain't nobody got time for no more foolishness. Okay.
Look, look, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that, and that's gonna get into some of these topics that we have tonight. Because you said you would start things and not complete it. I feel you on that, and that's one thing. I want to say the last 2 years, excuse me, 2 years that I've been just kind of really pushing
Mhm,
consistency
mhm,
and just finishing.
mhm,
So I definitely feel you on that because I'm a very creative person, but like you said, you get tired of doing something, then you just go on to the next thing, and then go on to
mhm,
the next thing, and go on to the next thing. But then you don't realize how much stuff you didn't just started and you ain't finished anything.
mhm.
So then what's the point if you don't finish it?
Yeah, right. And
So
also spent, and also spent your money.
right,
I
right.
look at that too, where we invest in we want to go to the classes, and we want to do this, and we want to, and you spend your money on it, and then you be like, okay, after you spend your money on it, and then you look back, be like, hold up, I just spent $197 for this class. So, um, why I'm not finishing this class? So, it just it brings back memories of my previous life,
Mm-hmm.
and um, in my previous life, I did a lot of foolishness, and I used to just spend money and go puff. It was up in smoke, and then be
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, I
Mm-hmm.
spent this $1,000, I spent this 250, I spent, and then I like, where it all at? I just spent all this money. I ain't got nothing to show for it. So now
Exactly.
it's like, look, I'm not spending nothing unless I see it,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Or the benefits. Does it benefit me? Is it benefiting me? Is it making me a better person? Is it is it adding quality and quantity to my life? That's the way
Right.
I look at things now. It has to have an improvement to me, and to my structure and my life in order for me to be a part of it. So that's the way I look at things now when I get
Yes.
involved with them.
Yes. There you go. There you go. And you put your all into it. Put your
Yes.
all into it. Might as well.
Mhm. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right. So we are going to get into these topics.
Oh,
And as I told you before the show, we only got two topics in the small jar. So,
okay.
so we're going to see which one of them we're going to talk about
Right.
tonight.
I'm ready.
All right. You ready?
Yes, I
And
am.
y'all remember, if y'all are tuning in live, I'd like to see y'all interact in those comments. Interact in
Right.
those comments. All right. So, first topic is my episode from today. Make plans, not excuses. Make plans, not excuses. That is the first topic. So, make plans, not excuses. I've stated this before in the show, and I decided to do an episode on it today to, reiterate some things and, put some things on your mind. But
Mhm.
make plans, not excuses. We go through, honey, we are not doing to the takeover. We're not doing to the takeover. No. My husband on here, he in the comments to the
Uh-uh.
takeover. We're
Okay.
not doing to the takeover. No. Mm-hmm.
My
Yep.
bad.
We said that. Oh Lord. Okay, so back to make plans, not excuses.
Uh-huh.
Um, we often, and I talk to myself first before I talk about anybody else. Remember, I ain't talking about nobody else. I mainly be talking about myself. But make
Yeah.
plans, not excuses.
Mm-hmm.
This goes in everyday life. Um, Me personally, like here lately, I've been struggling with energy and
Mm-hmm.
uh just just being up in spirits.
Mm-hmm.
So I try. I don't think I've been doing too well on it the last couple of days, but I try my best to plan ahead so that either I'm not tired or I'm not in a bad mood,
Mm-hmm.
um, so that I'm not making excuses as to why I can't do the things that I really want to do. You
Yeah.
know,
Uh-huh.
um, uh, like I said, with the energy,
Yeah.
I'll be like at the beginning. I'll say at the beginning of this season, man, I was pumped. I
Oh, yeah.
had energy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just waiting for 9 o'clock. Then
Yeah.
after the show, I'm pumped up. I'm
Yeah.
pumped up. But
Yeah.
then as the season just keeps going, and I'm just working more and doing
Mm.
other things, and not really
Mhm.
in my creative mode like I
Yeah.
usually am, or
Uh-huh.
like I usually want to be.
Yes.
So it's usually harder for me to be as energetic and be in
Yeah.
that moment.
Uh-huh.
I got to get myself together more,
Mm-hmm.
but I have to plan more in
Yes.
order for you not to make an excuse. Because what I found myself doing, because like I said, I do my audio
Yeah.
on Tuesday mornings. I
Mm-hmm.
release an episode or the night
Mm-hmm.
before, whatever. I
Mm-hmm.
release an episode. But what I found myself doing is that
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't energetic at all, so that I wasn't putting out episodes. And it's like my husband said to me, he said, well, babe, they gonna start realizing that you're not putting out episodes.
Mm-hmm.
You was being consistent with it.
Yeah.
So I have to, and I vowed to myself, I said, if I'm not on a break, I'm releasing the episode. I don't care if I'm sleepy. I don't care if I'm yawning in the episode.
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna put out what I said that I was gonna put out. I'm
Yeah.
making a plan to
Mm-hmm.
stay consistent, to be consistent,
Mm-hmm.
and not make excuses.
Yeah. Yeah.
This goes with anything in life, whether it's the things that you want to do or just your health.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people complain about this going wrong in their body, and they
Mm-hmm.
feel this way, but then you're not doing anything
Yeah.
to feel better. You're
Yeah.
not doing anything to figure out what's going on with
Yeah.
yourself
Yeah.
spiritually.
Yeah.
You say that you want a closer relationship with God, and you're not doing anything. Ouch, ouch, ouch. You're not
Come
doing
with it. Come with it.
anything
Come with
in
it.
order to make that relationship better, closer. You can't be in a relationship and not do anything. You got to take some
Right.
time out.
Yeah.
So you want a closer relationship with God, you got to get into His Word. You got to pray. You got to do something, right?
Faith
That
without
takes
works is
care of.
dead.
Yep, you got to put some work in there.
Yeah.
So that physical, spiritually, mentally.
Yeah.
I think I covered all three of those aspects. But you gotta make plans, not excuses. You want to
Yeah.
lose weight or you want to just be healthy. You
Yeah.
got to do something
Yeah.
in order to see some results. You got to make plans, not excuses. Okay,
Really?
did you work out today? Did you just take 5 minutes,
Mhm.
stretch? I got
Yeah.
to get back into my stretching, y'all, because I said I was going to be stretching more so I
Mhm.
can feel a little better in my bones and stuff
Yeah.
and not
Yeah.
be so still. But you got to make those plans so you're not making excuses.
Yeah.
Y'all feel me on that?
Right.
What
So,
you got? What you got?
it brings back like I said, my old life. Um, I'll say it like this. I used to have excuses for everything. Why I couldn't get a better job? Because my excuse was I don't have no diploma, high school diploma or GED. Okay. Then I
Mm-hmm.
made excuses about Why ain't make, um uh I used to do that. I used to do this blame game. It was
Mm.
everybody else's fault, but my own. When it came to me doing what I did in my life, I used to, because my mom and daddy won't there and this and I ain't got no money and don't no man love me and it just and what I found myself doing is, you know, I had to take a reevaluation of myself. I did. I had to take a reevaluation.
Mm-hmm.
And my reevaluation came after I lost the three most important people in my life.
Hmm.
Grandmother who raised me, my father's mother. And then my grandma, that was my grandma. My grandmother passed November the 5th of 2011. And then my father passed away 3 years later, 2 weeks for my birthday, July the 14th. My birthday was 10 days after he passed away of 2014. Then my mother passed away 6 months later in January the 5th of 2015. And after I lost them, I felt lost. And then it was kind of a thing of what I'm gonna do with my life. I asked myself that. Asked myself, what am I gonna do with my life after I don't have these three people? And I asked myself that, and then I said, God worked a slow process in me, because I give you some background about me uh before all that happened. Okay. I used to be a stripper, I used to be a prostitute, I used to be a thief, I used to be a liar, I used to be a con artist, I used to be a shyster, a scammer, all those, and it was after I lost them. I also used to be a drug addict. So that life, like I said, that's that old life. And then God started doing the new works in me. And then I started wondering, what does my grandmother want me to? I knew what she wanted me to do, but I was hard headed. I was trying to hear that, and all this other stuff. And then I just gave myself, I started after I knew about God. I knew about God, raised in church, all that stuff, with church every day, every Sunday, church all the time. And I didn't understand the relationship that other people have with God until I truly needed Him. And then that led to me after my grandma died, and the deaths kind of took a toll on me. I asked God what He wanted me to do. And from that point on, he would lead me to do this. And then it first started with the book. And then I would write the book, write some of the book for 6 months, take a break 6 months, write 6 months. And one day God said, look, stop procrastinating, stop putting it off, and I'll finish the book. So that was my plan. When I got back from my mother's funeral, I was sitting in my mother's funeral, and I heard a voice clearly speak to me and say, now it's time for you to write your book. I'm sitting there like, looking around like, anybody else hear that? and and I was sitting there, and my oldest brother was standing at the podium talking. And I heard the voice again. And the voice says, now it's time for you to write your book. And I'm sitting there like, and then my sister looked at me. She said, you all right? I said, yeah, I'm fine. And I try to play it off, like that wasn't disturbing to me that I was hearing this voice. And then, so the third time I heard the voice, I said, okay, God, whatever you desire for me to do, I'll do it. And I said it out loud. And my sister said, you all right? You okay? I said, yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. I took that. And when I got home from my mother's funeral, I decided to start writing this book. So that was my excuses then, when I decided to go ahead and proceed to write the book. Because up until that point in my life, I hadn't succeeded at anything except I went to drug treatment court. I succeeded in that, but I ended up relapsing. But I completed the course. But my thing is, I look back over my life and I looked at how many things I was doing to not succeed. I was self-sabotaging my own self. And
Right, right.
and when you realize that you sabotage your own self, you be like, man, hold up. Then you look at how old you is, and what's to happen in your life, and you be like, no, I can't keep going on like this. I can't keep going down the same road doing the same thing. It adds up to nothing. So that's when I got off that excuse train when my mother died.
Mhm.
I got off that excuse train, um and so um so the thing is that sometimes we just gotta stop and evaluate our own self and get off that hamster wheel or keep doing
Mhm.
the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over again. And sometimes you can have it. Well, how could I say it? Even in your life, you look at the people, places, and things that are involved in your life, and you got to
Mhm.
change them. You got to change that altogether. You want something different in your life, you got to change the people, places, and things. And so that's how I come out to not. I make plans now. I plan for everything I do in my business. I plan now. This year, I've already got 6 events planned for this year to complete and completion.
Okay.
I got my, I got everything planned. Well, I got like 4 events to go to. I got this relaunch. I'm in a class with Audrey Richmond. I'm trying to learn more about marketing and advertising and things like that, and how to create more income for my business. Because these last 8 years, I've been in business since 2016, and
Mhm.
my business has grown, but it hasn't grown the way I want to grow. So I realized
Right.
I had to change some things, the way I carry stuff out. And I'm taking that class. Ooh, child, she off the chain. I said, this year, I'm 2024. I'm not walking in 2024 broke. Okay. I got all these things that I'm bringing to the table, and there's no reason for me to be broke walking in 2024 broke with all the
Right.
stuff that I bring to the table. Whether it's
Mhm.
my books, whether it is, and I had to look upon myself. Now, what I had to reevaluate that. Okay, now what are you doing to bring this income in? Are you advertising? Are you doing your stuff you're supposed to do? Are you being consistent? No, I wasn't doing none of that last year. And then, just another thing, you can't get distracted by other people mess.
That.
You can't get distracted by other people mess. Sometimes we so used to, how can I say this? We are so used to helping other people that we neglect ourselves.
Mhm.
And that was my thing last year, where I helped family members out, help this person out. And then when I need some help, I don't know y'all. I don't know who you is, and I got that. And I was like, wow, and it really showed me, when people show you who they are, believe them. Okay. So,
Oh yes. The
you
first
know,
time.
and making those, there's another thing I made plans for, is stop associating with people that's not going where you trying to go. Stop
Okay.
associating with people that's not
Mhm.
going where you trying to go. If you want to get somewhere, you got to associate with the next level of people you trying to get where you going, where that level that you're trying to go. Well, I want to be $1 million entrepreneur. I don't want to, as Bishop Jake said, eagles don't mess with chickens. Eagles
Mhm.
don't fly. Eagles don't mess with the chickens. I'm not,
Mhm.
and the thing is I I I I've done a lot of work within me to understand that I had to love me. I had to
Right.
love me. That was another thing, that I was raised where I saw my grandmother taking care of everybody else. She taking care of everybody else, and then she ain't, got the necessities to make her happy. Well,
Mhm.
you know how we like to go shop for our feminine stuff and our
Mhm.
garments and things. She stopped shopping. She stopped going, take herself going shopping for clothes and buying just a necessity. And it was like, really, Grandma, you stop doing all that, just to, just to take care of everybody else. And then, she all, then they, sometimes I learned this. I learned this too. If you're not going to change your behavior, don't complain about it. If you're not going
True.
to change the behavior, don't complain about it. Oh, don't nobody do this for me. Don't know. Hello, it's called speak up for yourself. Ask somebody. You look, closed mouth
Yeah,
don't get fed. Okay.
it sure don't.
So,
It sure don't.
that's my take on make plans and no excuse, not excuses.
You said a lot. You said a lot with that. You said a lot. Oh, they in the comments. Keep pushing. Facts. She on it now. I know that's right.
You know,
They in there. All
it's
right.
yep.
That was just the first topic. That was just the first topic. We in the flow now. We in the
No, that's
flow.
right.
The ice is broken.
I know that's hey.
All right. So we gonna go into the big jar, y'all. Remember, if you are tuning in, share the video. All right. Let us see what the next topic is. Let's see, I can take that one out. All right. You got this. Now remember the big jar, you just go on and take this. You got this.
Oh, okay.
You got this.
Okay, me.
Yeah, it's you.
Girl, right? Like what? Okay.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
say like
So,
Star Jones and a hush fell over Jerusalem.
okay. All right. All right. Let the church say amen. Okay.
Amen.
So the topic is, let's see what the topic is. What we're gonna talk about this topic.
You got this.
Yeah,
That's
that's the topic. You got this.
tough. You
Okay.
got this. Yeah.
Think about all the things that you want to do. Think about all the things that you want to do in your life. And I want to tell you, you got this. Because God did not give that vision to anybody but you. Okay? Everybody is assigned with a vision from God of what they're supposed to do with their life. Now you can either run from the calling or accept what He's asking you to do, right? This is what I had to tell myself. You got this. Because many times I want to walk away from the business I got. And many times, many times. Because the money wasn't coming in and things like that. But God wouldn't, He just kept telling me, excuse me, but you're supposed to be doing this. And you can't get distracted by the people, places, or things. You have to stay focused. Focus on the assignment I gave you. Okay? Because only you get this assignment. Just like it says, and what's that bear? That bear, Smokey the Bear. Tomorrow only you can prepare for a spot.
Yeah.
And the thing is that God give you something. Well, He give you gifts and talents. Use your gift and talents. Use your gifts and your talents to, I'll say it in the clearest form. I know I can sing. I've been singing since I was 7, right? And the thing is now I'm just learning. I'm learning that I'm learning I didn't have that ability. Let me rephrase this. When I was younger, I had a lady take me under her belt. And me and her used to go around to different churches and I would sing at the age of 7, between 7 and 12, ages 7 and 12. And she'd take me around to different churches and stuff and we get a little love offering, And now it is, I'm learning from that experience. I take that experience as me singing now as no, you got to pay me this certain amount of money for me to come sing. I'm not, and I had to walk into that. I had to, God gave me this gift for a reason. And I had to learn this experience back then when you were little is really your experience of what you're supposed to be doing now. So never despise some things from your past because some things are lessons, some things are blessings, and some things just ain't need no returning on that. Okay. And and what I take from that now is don't shortchange yourself. Don't shortchange yourself because you're doing a disservice to God. And take what you know, make the best out of it. You may not, you got these ideas that you want to do, want to start a business, you want to write a book, you want to do computer programming, whatever you want to do, you got this. And we also have to learn how to listen or staying away from people that's not going to support you. Did I just hit a nerve on that? Stay away from people that don't support your dreams or your goals. Because they not part of your they not part of where God trying to take you. You can't like they say, like Steve Harvey said, you can't take everybody with you. You can't take them people with you. They not meant for to go on this trip, on this journey with you to the next level. And do it scared, do it nervous, do it no support, one person supporting you, but don't give up on yourself. Then we just talked about that. Don't give up on what the vision God gave you. Colonel Sanders was 68, 62, however old he was, to turn around and start frying us some nice chicken. Okay. So don't put that excuse go out the window about some age. Okay.
Right.
I know my daddy started his trucking business. My daddy was driving trucks since he was 14 years old. And he born in 34. So you know how what that you think about the time when he was that age at that time and that time frame. And you think about him driving truck, and now at the age of 75, my daddy decided to start his own trucking business. 75. I'm sitting there like, well, what's my excuse? That was another thing that I had to bring up when I turned around and decided to start this business. I said, well, I'm too old to do this. God said your daddy was 75 years old. What is your problem? So you got this no matter what the age is. You got this no matter anybody in your corner. You got this if you and God. Like the girl saying to play, just me and Jesus alone. Just me and Jesus alone. So do what makes you happy. That's another thing. You got this. If it makes you happy and you alone, but you happy about what you doing, you do you, baby. Do you. Okay? Do you. Sometimes, and I'm gonna give y'all this word of advice. Sometimes God isolates you to prepare you to let you know this is what I want you to do. So don't be afraid of being isolated. Okay, well, I don't go out much and I don't have no friends. And I ain't trying to run funny, but friends is really overrated. Because be friends one day and then they be enemies the next. Anyway, I digress. And be focused on your goal and your dream, and don't let nothing come between you and the vision God gave you. You got this. I yield my mic.
Yeah, look, hey, you did good on that. You did good on that. Look, are you a comedian too? Because you got me over here laughing too. You might need to add that to some of the things you doing.
Right? Comedian. Yeah, she had
comedian.
Hey,
She
you
said,
know,
"No, ain't that."
well, you know,
It's just
hey,
part of your character. That's all.
yes, it's
Part
part
of
of
who
me,
you
you
are.
know, and I
I'm
like,
loving it.
you know, I like it when I make people laugh and smile
Mhm.
and be joyous. Cause don't nobody want nobody miserable.
Exactly.
Anybody doing
Okay.
that misery? I ain't with misery over there. Stay over there, cause I ain't gonna be
Right.
your company. I ain't gonna be your
Stay on
company.
over there.
Stay on over there, over there.
Oh, to the left. To the left.
To the left, to the left. Everything you want in the box to the left. In the
Yes.
closet. That's my
Wait.
stuff. Don't
Oh.
touch. Right?
Oh man.
Your cab waiting
Listen,
outside.
come on now. They in the comments. I see Pastor Tevin. He up in here now. I know when he in here because
All
them
right.
comments get rolling.
Uh-oh.
And some good comments. He in there though. You see him?
Yeah, uh-huh. He
Come
said them
on now.
frenemies.
Them frenemies.
Them frenemies. I know that's
He
right.
going to the comments. I see y'all in there.
Mm-hmm.
I see y'all in there.
Yep.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. Right.
Y'all in there. All right. Just had to go to the comments for a minute. All right. All right. Next
Mm-hmm.
topic. And I love this. I know you about to, I know you gonna do it right. Still make it happen. Still make it happen. You didn't kind of touched on it.
Well, still make it happen.
Still make it happen. Keep
Okay. Let me,
still
yeah,
make it
still
happen.
make
Not
it
just make
happen.
it happen, but still
Still,
make it happen.
pretty much. Okay, I'll
Yeah.
give you this backstory. Remember, I told you I wrote a book, right? Now, God gave me the vision for the book, but He ain't tell me about I needed some money. Okay. Okay. He tell me that I had to have money for copyright, had to have money
Mm-hmm.
for the book cover, design, graphic art designer cover, do the book cover. He didn't tell me that I had to get an editor, proofreader, do all these things for this book, right? So I'm just writing this book. Okay, all right, I had a concept in my head that I was gonna go to this big time publisher, and pitch this self-published book. And then when I looked at their prices, I said, oh Lord, oh Lord, that's a little bit too high for me, right? And because they was asking like 15,000, 20,000. Then I went to this private person and they talking about 30,000 to help me get a bestseller together. I'm sitting there like, I ain't got no money. I don't have no money. I was broke as two pennies rubbed together. Okay.
Oh wow.
And that's how I started writing that book, right? But me being the avid researcher, I like to research. I like to, investigate some things, before I jump in.
Mm-hmm.
So what I realized was, he gonna give you a vision, but he ain't gonna give you no instructions. He ain't gonna give you no instructions. But you gonna have to figure it out on your own. It still
But he'll
make
give you resources though.
Yeah, yes, he would do that.
Yes.
Yes, I'm going. Amen, amen. Because
Yes.
if it had not been for my husband being
Mm-hmm.
the person that he is, that supports everything I do, I don't think that book would have got published. Because my husband financed everything that came along with that book. And he's still
Okay.
financing, he's still making, God is still working through him to finance my business.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you, lots of times I'll be trying to figure out how where I'm pay these bills for this company, and God always makes a way. Okay, still make it happen, Captain. Okay,
Still
and
make it
and that's that thing. I didn't have a marketing plan or nothing with the book, right? The book I wrote. So I was in this group, this big choir, regional choir. Excuse me, regional choir, right? I published the book, got my books in and everything and whatnot. And I went to the group and I said, all right. And I went to the director of the group, the choir director, and I told her about the book. She's like, when they coming out? All right, well, you're gonna tell everybody about your book tonight. And da 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 da. I was sitting there like, I don't know what to tell these people. I don't know nothing. So God just led me to speak what He wanted me to speak. It's an autobiography, inspirational book. I want to, tell about my story, and I want to tell about the life that I lived. With my, I got the hang of it after a while of what to tell people about this book. They call it a description, intro, whatever.
Yeah.
And over a period of time, I learned how to make it happen. Still make it happen. Sell these books. I was taking books with me everywhere. Every time I went to church, I would go to church. Yeah, you want a book? You want a book? You want a book? You want a book? Yeah. Come on, we'll sell these books, right? And the thing is true is sometimes you can't. I didn't realize the more. How could I say this? The more I was more consistent with telling everybody about my books, the more income I was making with my books. And I've had a few stumbling blocks along the way, but I still made it happen. I still make it happen. God given out, and now I have learned to not despise small beginnings. It makes you, and also humbles you when you have to walk in that newness of a new role that you ain't never been there for. I'm a country girl. I'm originally from Virginia, but now I live in Uniontown, Pennsylvania. But my thing is, if my grandmama, this was my motivation for it. If my grandmama, who was born 1915, and then she comes where she working on a farm and, sharecropping, she working for this, I'm gonna put it out there. She working on the farm with her family, working it was called the Jordan Farm. It was down in Gates County, down in the North Carolina line, wherever that is. It still exists today, that place. But it's, anyway, so if she could do that, leave that place, go to New York, then she ends up doing all these things with her life because she decided that she wanted better. She didn't want to do that rest of her life because she told me her story. I said, well, my grandma could do that. I could do this. I could do that. I could put all my effort into my business. And if she, and I look back over her life where they won't making no money like we making now. They won't making no money. My grandma said she got paid 50 cents a week or 25 cents a week or something like that. I'm like, what? 25 cents a week? She's like, yeah. I'm making $1 a month or something like that. Back in them days.
Wow.
She said if she came from that to end up with 2 houses, she owned 2 houses by the time she passed away. She owned 2 houses, one in New York and one in Virginia. One in Virginia, she raised me in. And she had her own cleaning business. Now, what black people had cleaning business back there in them days? And you hear all the stories now, and then I think of it like this. My grandparents endured a lot of racism. They endured a lot. They, that what made me really get up off my butt about my life. I said, I'm not gonna sit here and waste what that generation did for me, because they went where they couldn't vote. They couldn't go into the white restaurants. They couldn't go into the hotels. They couldn't do nothing. My grandma and them generation helped us become where we at today. So why am I sitting here got all these excuses talking about I can't do something and this is somebody else's fault? Look, okay, well, that ain't how, I look at the concept of my grandparents, and I look at their time they lived in, and it's like they made a way for me to be who I am today. So what's my excuse?
Right.
What excuse can I give? What excuse do I got? I don't have an excuse. Then you think about recently, we all been hearing about, I become more involved in our Black history, knowing where we come from, knowing I went and did my family tree. I went to do all this research of where we come from. Yeah, I got white people in my family. Okay, who don't?
Right.
We're gonna keep it real. We're gonna keep it real. Right. And and my grandparents, the way they came from in that time, they were lynching the Black people. They were beating them, Emmett Till story and Medgar Evers and Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. And I done got so involved in my Black history that I'm sitting here like, look, okay, now I'm ready to teach my granddaughter.
Right.
Her great grandparents. And see, that was another thing that brightened me, that made me look back over my life and say, what was my excuse? Because I got to live with my great grandma. I got to live with my great grandma. She lived to be 104 years old. So I can just imagine what she went through, born in 1880. And then, and it's this thing of, this is another reflection. If you ain't seen your people in a while, make an effort. Plan the family reunion, because I seen this documentary the other day. I seen this documentary, this post. It was a post, really. And they said, why do you think that they will have family reunions and they will have them every year? Because back in the day, they couldn't have no family reunions because they didn't know where their family was at. Because that's what sold them off, and they got sold off into slavery. They didn't know what and now it's this thing of, I don't want to go to family reunion because such and such gonna be there. Look, it ain't about you and what you want. Some people, you gotta learn. I'm gonna get this truth. You gotta learn how to get over yourself. Get over yourself. Get over your Trevor Day is all about you. Because no, it's not. You may, I'll tell you this instance. I tell you this. I haven't been to a family reunion since my grandmama died. Well, yeah, my daddy died. That's the closest of family reunion I got. That was in 2014. Where everybody, all your cousins and them cousins, they come to the funeral, right?
Right.
And that's the closest I got to all my family coming together. They ain't had no family reunion. And the last big family reunion we had when my great grandmother turned 100 years old. That was in 1984. So you got family out there, and learn how to forgive people. Learn how to forgive people. Stop walking around here with grudges, talking about I don't like him because he did this, so this and the other. And
probably ain't thinking about that.
Because what you holding on to is holding you back. Did I just say that? What you are holding on to is holding you back. And that was another thing I had to understand in my life, that I was holding on to grudges. I was holding on to being abused as a child. I was holding on to why my grandparents didn't want me to be out in the street. I was holding on to a lot of things. And I was holding on to grudges. And now I see that some of them things were to protect me from my own foolishness.
Mm-hmm.
Which I went out and did, got around the wrong people, got addicted to drugs, got this, and like they say, everybody ain't your friend.
Right.
Okay. But still make it happen. Look, okay, now I've been yeah, I would say that. I've been sober since 2011 from alcohol and drugs. I might drink a beer every now and then. I might drink some wine every now and then, but I've been clean since then. No crack cocaine, no smoking no weed, no none of that. Cause I was a party girl, party. That my grandma death woke me up. My grandma death woke me slam up because a lot of things, our dynamics, they changed after she passed away, and but to still make it happen, I'm still here. I'm still I'm not. I done had a gun pulled out on me before. I've been done real wrong by men folks before in the physical way, in the sexual way, and I'm still here. And I'm still making it happen. And until how you say it, what's that term? Uh um I can't think of the term. It's a term, it's an old slavery term. It says, before I come a slave, I'll be buried in my grave. I'm not going to be nobody's slave to their mindsets, to their thought processes. I've learned how to free myself from holding on to everybody's opinion of me because had me labeled the black sheep of the family. And call me all these different names. And I used to believe that stuff they used to tell me. Now it's like, you can't tell me nothing. I'm a child of God. I don't know who you talking about, but you ain't talking to me, with that,
Right.
so and you still make it happen. And when you make it happen for you, you don't got to answer to nobody else but the Heavenly Father. You don't got to answer. You look, on personal mass too is God. If you don't like me, that's not my problem. So when it comes to you, still make it happen, regardless of if you got to work 2 jobs, if you got to work 3 jobs, if you got to go hustle on the side where I'm doing this little work or sending out emails, as long as it's legit. When I say hustle, it's legit. Selling drugs and all the other crazy stuff. Let me get. I want you to get this quote right. Do it legit. Do it with respect. Do it with self-respect and respect others while you doing it.
Right.
If you my grandma used to tell me, I never understood what these terms was, but now I got older. She said, if you don't respect yourself, how you expect anybody else to respect you?
Exactly.
You still make it happen. You might have to go drive Uber, drive
Yeah.
Uber,
Yeah.
DoorDash,
Yeah.
feed the homeless, do stuff that, cook. I do so many things for other people, but I had to realize I had to take it, I had to turn around and say, look, my cup is empty. Last year, I'm going to tell you, my cup was dry as bones because I was so busy doing stuff for somebody else. I was doing stuff for my son. I was doing stuff for my daughter. I was doing stuff for my sister. I was doing stuff, and everybody. I'm sitting there doing, and it's like I want to say this word, but I'm gonna be nice. Everybody use the F word, you know what I'm saying. And I was like, wait a minute, hold up, what did I do to you? I'm still trying to help. I'm trying to do, and you just gonna say me? And I was like,
Right.
well, okay, let me show you something. 2024, Sharice do not have to answer a phone, do not have to answer a text.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I had to learn how to love me because I'll tell you another thing, it started affecting my sleep. Started affecting my sleep. If I want to go to bed in the middle of the day, I'm going to bed. If I want to be up all night, that's my business. If I want to answer my phone, that's my business. You know,
Mm-hmm.
we know how Tabitha Brown say, that's your business, you know. I had to take care of me when I wasn't feeling good. See, because after a
That's
while, I started having health problems of my own. Where I said, I used to be I still have my certification for certified nursing assistant, but taking care of them patients every day, I started getting sciatica. It's a sciatic
mm,
nerve, the pinched nerve in my back.
yeah.
It got me down so bad I couldn't even get out the bed to go to.
Mm-hmm.
My depression, my anxiety. Yes, I deal with those mental health issues, and I go see
Mm-hmm.
a therapist. Now I'm gonna tell y'all, look, ain't nothing wrong going to see a therapist. Nothing wrong. Go and talk to somebody. Cause if you go to a therapist, they better than your friends and your family. Cause then you ain't gotta worry about them going to tell nobody. What they
Mm-hmm.
gonna tell their coworker
Mm-hmm.
or something? You know, a family member at home, and we don't know them, you know, as they patients. So, you know, and then check on you, get your bodies right. You know, change your diet. I had changed my diet. I had stopped drinking so much coffee and not eating and running all the time. And look, let me tell you something, girl. The magic word is no. The
Look,
magic
I tell
word
them all the
is
time.
no.
Yes.
The magic
Right.
word is no. No, I'm not. No, I don't have time. No. Can you
No.
no? No.
No. Mm-hmm.
Read my. Do you
Yes.
understand words that are coming out of my mouth? No, right? So, and and you know, I take breaks. I take plenty of breaks. I
Mm-hmm.
take breaks. I don't feel like doing no live today. I give you a rerun. I'll sleep
Mm-hmm.
in all day. Just click. You know how you know how StreamYard is. You go ahead, pre-program it, all right, run it right on time, and you ain't gotta worry about it. That's what I
There
do a
you
lot
go.
of times. Cause you just don't feel like it. You don't want to look, I want to lay in the bed. I want to just just lay in the bed, don't do nothing, might look at my phone or something. But if I want to fall back asleep, I could do that. Um,
Right. Right.
and take care of your mental. Take
Mm-hmm.
care of your physical. Take care of you, because you ain't got but one you. And I yield my mic.
Exactly. You saying what I'm always saying all the time. You gotta make time for you, because
Mm-hmm.
then you ain't gonna be around to take care of everybody else or
Right?
be anything for anybody else. You gotta take care of you first.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Yes.
always say it's okay to say no. It's
Yeah.
okay to say no.
Yep.
It,
Cause
it makes a whole
mm-hmm.
it just makes your world better.
Hey.
When you learn how to take care of you first,
Mm-hmm.
you have to have that self love, that
Yeah.
self care.
Yep.
Everybody pushes. You got to actually do it. You got to actually have that self care. You can't pour into others what you ain't got.
You can't pour from an empty cup. Is
Okay.
what's the lady name? Iyanla Van Zant would say. You can't pour from
Hmm.
an empty cup.
You can't.
You gotta save
You
something for
can't.
yourself.
Hmm. And
And
I always say you gotta recharge. You have to. I always use the example of the phone. We run and run and run and run, and we constantly put our phones on the charger, on
yeah.
power that plug off,
Uh-huh.
power it off, and let
Yeah.
it charge all the way.
Yeah.
So sometimes in the physical,
Yeah.
you have to say no. You
Yeah.
have to stay at home. You ain't got to be out with everybody. It's
Amen.
okay to stay home,
Amen.
not to be running around. You
Mm-hmm.
know, you have to charge yourself.
Yeah.
You know, we're,
Mm-hmm.
we're doing like we do our phones and just putting it on the charger and it's still going.
Mm-hmm.
Shut the apps down. Shut the whole phone down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do
And
that a lot. I do that.
charge.
I do that.
Find whatever it is that you need to do to relax and do that.
Hot
And still
bath,
do
go get my feet and my nails done,
it.
get
Yeah,
my hair done, you know, just take care of you. Sometimes and when you run all the time and you neglect you, it also has an effect on your brain.
man.
It has an effect on your brain. It has
Yes.
an effect on your mental capacity, on your mental stability when you running all the time, and then your mind be so much in the go mode. You be like, you don't know how to slow down, but you got to force
Mm-hmm.
yourself to slow down. And
Mm-hmm.
I look. I'll tell you no in a minute if I don't feel like I used to. And you also got to go with your feelings. Your
Mm-hmm.
feelings, how you feel about something. It's a way of saying everything to everybody. But
Mm-hmm.
but you're telling them, look, I'm sorry, but I can't do that.
Yeah.
No, that's not on my agenda for today.
Mm-hmm.
And I say it like this: when it came to my kids, I used to have this guilt trip thing going on because when I had them, I wasn't a good mother to them. And then I got into this mode where I had to please them and buy them things and spend money and this and the other. And now I can't even get none of them to give me a glass of water. So now it's like, look, y'all 18. I had to get over that guilt trip about them children.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm country. And I had to get
Cheering.
over the cheering. And I had to tell them, look, y'all don't even send me a Christmas card. You don't send me none of my birthday, will you? This another one. I use my daddy's line. No, I ain't got no money. Where you think I get money from? And then they think, oh well, you mama and you got a business and you no, mama got bills to pay. You know,
Right. Right.
are you helping me sell any books? Are you posting anything? Are you helping me? Are you doing anything for over here? And that's that and you can't let your children guilt trip you into doing stuff for them. I had to get out of that habit too. Oh well, you did this for my brother and you did this for my sister and you look, man, y'all is grown, okay?
Right.
Grown. After you turn 18, I am not responsible for you. You are your own. And then y'all say y'all grown, but you don't want to do grown people things like pay
Mm-hmm.
your bills and I need no, I ain't the bank. I'm not ATM. I'm not Bank of America. I'm not PNC Bank. Um, I'm not USA Bank.
Right.
This is not withdrawals without deposits. You got to start.
Right.
I had it, and then now it's I tell my kids, look, um, you got to deposit something into me.
Right.
You had to
Right.
deposit something into me because I'm tired of being the one that's always giving all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I can't
Mm-hmm.
do it no more. So that was my new. That after last year, that was the year that took the cake with my kids. But my children, no, hopping. It was like my kids call me. I get up. Okay, one in Vegas. I go there for about 2 months. He start acting a fool. I'm like, man, nobody got time for that. Then here go my daughter. Hey mom, can you send me some money? You need, but you better go get a job.
Right. Right. So you can get some money. There you
Right,
go.
right. Handle your business. Do grown people stuff. That's what I do. I do grown
Right.
people stuff. Grown people
Right.
go make money, pay their own bills. So but my thing is that still make it happen, regardless of what that situation is. Still make it happen. I don't care. You gotta drive a bus, you gotta deliver meals, you gotta I don't care, you delivering a newspaper. Remember that was the job back in the day when we was kids.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, see the little boy come up in at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning throwing papers on,
Or newspapers.
and then for it, that little boy be like, "Yeah, I got me a car at 16. I got me a car." He's
Yeah.
responsible. You know,
Yeah.
and it's still the same as being adults. You gotta make it do what it do, baby. You gotta
Yeah.
make it do what it do.
Make it do what it do.
Make it do what it do.
Yes.
Amen.
Make it do what it do.
Yes. Right.
Man.
Right.
It's been good tonight. Look, I'm gonna have to get you back on again. For
Okay.
real, for real.
And that's,
Cause
hey, call me anytime.
it's it's
Catch
been
y'all.
it's been good. You got them going crazy in the comments. They've been over here cutting up. And yeah,
I
that's
see
what
Cap. Hey, hey,
somebody said.
Tevin.
Let me
How you
hold
doing? Let
something.
me hold something. Hey.
Oh man. Well, yes, it's been good tonight. Let's see, I don't know who I was still in. I'm gonna be this month. Because I'm trying to see what's working. I don't think anything's not working, but I want to get some feedback on the podcast. What do you like about the show? Put in the comments what you like about the show. What are some things that you would like to see more of in the show? Let
Mm-hmm.
me know. Comment and let me know what you would like to see with this podcast. This is season 4 of the
Mm-hmm.
podcast, and season 5 will be next year. So we got some planning to do, getting ready.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, we're gonna take a break after December. But we will come back with season 5. We're gonna keep it going. Like I've always said, I didn't think I would be this far with a podcast. But we rolling with it as long as I feel like doing it, and as long as I feel like that's the assignment,
I know that's
then
right.
that's what we're gonna do. Is we're gonna put out that inspiration,
Mm-hmm.
motivation, and encouragement in the way that I do it. You know, that's one thing you gotta remember. You can't get hung up on how everybody else is doing. You gotta do it the way
Right.
that you know how to do it, the way that you make it work. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, y'all let me know, what do you like about the show? What are some things you would like to see more of on the show? Pastor Tevin said everything. Well, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Um, give me any feedback. If you like to see any other type of guest on the show, let me know. I will, do my best to try to accommodate and keep y'all tuned into the show. So, and then remember, I got my calendars and things like that for sale. So inbox me if you have not gotten an order in. Inbox me and let me know what you would like to purchase.
Mm-hmm.
Also, if you were tuning in and would like to financially give to the podcast, you can look at the bottom of your screen. Cash app, Cash App, Tips Tuesdays, or you can contact me at Tips Tuesdays at gmail.com if you would like to financially give to the podcast. It's only towards marketing, things like that, just keeping the show going. It take money to run things, even when it's free. It take money. I'm
Girl,
just saying.
you never,
Um,
you never
so if
like.
you like to financially give, hit me up and let me know that you would like to be a part of the giving process for the podcast. So we are going to wrap things up tonight. I want to thank Miss Sharice for being on the show tonight. It's been wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And you ain't, I ain't had to talk that much this show. I love it.
They
Because
ain't
it's
got you
just
all the
natural
talking.
for
All
you.
right.
It's just natural for you. I love it. I love it.
Yes.
So, y'all, we will be back on here next week, same time, 9 p.m. Central Time, YouTube and Facebook Live. So tune back in next week. I cannot think of my special guest off top, but we will be here, same place, same time. I will see y'all. Y'all enjoy y'all's week. Stay tuned to the page for more inspiration, motivation, and encouragement. Y'all have an awesome night.
A little motivation.